This is the original Auschwitz camp, known as Auschwitz I, because later Auschwitz II, Auschwitz III, as well as 45 satellite camps were established. In order to understand the magnitude of what took place here, I'd always recommend engaging with a private guide. I was fortunate to be paired up with Lydia Kafarska, who gave her insights into the horrors that took place here at Auschwitz. These pots and pans are symbolic, as well as the small gas stoves and other utensils you'll see. Because the 1.1 million Jews that were shipped here were told they were going to a new place to live. Hence, they were bringing their personal belongings so that they could live comfortably in their new surroundings. Of those 1.1 million, 900,000 were immediately separated out and sent to the gas chambers to their death. Of the remaining 200,000 that were available to work, 100,000 died in the camp. Only 100,000 actually survived. So the wall you see here at the end of the courtyard is where they would line up political prisoners and shoot them dead. The windows are boarded up because they didn't want to have the other prisoners see what was actually happening. And in fact, they didn't just kill people out in this courtyard, they tortured them by tying their arms behind their back and then hanging them like this with their feet off the ground from those hooks. Just another form of torture here at Auschwitz. One thing that surprised me here were the brick buildings. I didn't realize it until arriving at Auschwitz, but these were used as barracks for Polish soldiers before the Germans came. They then turned it into this camp. Now this sign here tells you at the end of the camp, halt, don't go any further, because in the tower there are the guards, but before the tower you have a double layer of fencing that at the time was electrified with 220 volts of electricity. From our guide, we learned that some of the prisoners literally would try to commit suicide by grabbing a hold of the barbed wire, and if they weren't successful in killing themselves, then they would actually be beaten and in some cases tortured as a result of that, because you weren't allowed to try to commit suicide. $1.1 million people met their death here, 1 million of them Jews. 900,000 of those Jews were gassed in a chamber just like the one right here. Appropriately though, Rudolf Hess, who was the first commander of Auschwitz, was hung right on this spot just 2 years after the conclusion of the war.